reading from the book of Exodus this morning. Exodus 32, verses 1 through 14. Hear now the word of the Lord from the New Revised Standard Version of God's holy and precious word. When the people saw that Moses delayed to come down from the mountain, the people gathered around Aaron and said to him, "Come, make gods for us. Who shall go before us? As for this Moses, the man who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him." Aaron said to them, "Take off your gold rings that are on your ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me." So all the people took off the gold rings from their ears and brought them to Aaron. He took the gold from them, formed it in a mold, and cast the image of a calf. They said, "These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built an altar before it. Aaron made proclamation and said, "Tomorrow shall be a festival to the Lord." They rose early the next day, offered burnt offerings, and brought sacrifices of well-being, and the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to revel. The Lord said to Moses, "Go down at once. Your people, whom you brought up out of the land of Egypt, have acted perversely. They have been quick to turn aside from the way that I commanded them. They have cast for themselves an image of a calf, and have worshipped it and sacrificed to it, and said, 'These are your gods, O Israel, who brought you up out of the land of Egypt.'" The Lord said to Moses, "I have seen this people, how stiff-necked they are. Now let me alone, so that my wrath may burn hot against them, and I may consume them. And of you I will make a great nation." But Moses implored the Lord his God and said, "O Lord, why does your wrath burn hot against your people, whom you brought out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say it was with evil intent that he brought them out to kill them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce wrath, change your mind, and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, your servants, how you swore to them by your own self, saying to them, 'I will multiply your descendants like the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have promised I will give to your descendants, and they shall inherit it forever.'" And the Lord changed his mind about the disaster he planned to bring on his people. The word of God for the people of God. O Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of all of our hearts be acceptable only in your sight. O Lord, our strength and redeemer. The people of God said, Amen. Amen, amen, amen. On this third Sunday, October 2017, I want to talk from the title, "Don't Hurt Them."
All right.
Don't hurt them. When I was talking about the 80s earlier, I'm thinking about don't hurt them, Hammer. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. It all started when the people started wondering what had happened to Moses. In our text this morning, God had summoned Moses up Mount Sinai to receive what we now call the Ten Commandments. God must have had a deep conversation with Moses and Moses with God, because the text says that when the people saw that Moses was delayed in coming down from the mountain, they wanted Aaron to make gods for them. In other words, since we don't know what happened to Moses, the one who interceded to God on our behalf, we need some gods we can talk to, gods that we can relate with, gods that we can believe in, and gods that we can control. Since we don't know what happened to Moses, make some gods for us. And this is a good example of what happens when your faith is in a human instead of God. Because when something happens to the humans, then something happens to your faith. That's why many people have stopped coming to worship, because many times some human have disappointed them. Some human have misrepresented God. Some human have dogged them out. Some human have fallen and trapped in sin. Some human lied on them and lied about them. Some human did not come or call or visited them. Some human did them wrong. Some human did not come through for them. So they swear off all churches and all attempts at worship because they were wrapped up in some human to begin with. But I came to remind somebody that if your trust is in God, if your trust is in the one who knows everything about you, if your trust is in the one who knows the number of hairs on your head, if your trust is in the one who would never leave you nor forsake you, folk can do what they want and be what they want, but my trust and faith is only in God. So listen, G-Life, don't you let no putrid pastor, malicious minister, no dead deacon, no confused choir, no used up usher, no terrible teacher, no cold congregation, no messed up mama mess with your faith. Don't you let anybody get you out of the relationship with God. This is what happened to the people. Since they did not know where Moses was, since they did not know what had happened to him, they wanted Aaron to make gods for them. Now we have to examine this closely, because they just didn't ask anybody to make gods for them. They asked Aaron. And for anyone knowing this story, Aaron was the priest and Moses' right-hand man. He was the one that Moses asked for when God first called him. You remember? You remember in the beginning Moses could not speak so well, so Aaron had to speak for him. Now here was Aaron being asked to make these gods, and guess what? He agreed. This is another reminder, church, that no matter who you think you are, no matter how close you are to somebody, no matter what you think you can handle, no matter what position or title you may hold, you can find yourself in trouble when you start to capitulate to fickle folk. Would have you going down one road one minute and going up another one the next. Folk would have you thinking that they're walking with you one minute and the next minute they're walking away from you. Folk would have you going all out your way trying to please and satisfy them when they don't have your best interest at all. When you start to be everything to everybody, you end up being nothing to nobody. Or should I say anybody, so I won't have a double negative? But double negative to accentuate what I'm trying to say. You'll be nothing to anybody. When folk get in trouble, they call you. When they need money, they call you. When their children aren't acting right, they call you. When they need a babysitter. When they need a place to stay, they call you. When they need a ride, they call you. When they need a reference for a job, they call you. And when they need a body to lay next to, they call you. But when the tide is turned, when they get on their feet, when they get paid, when the children can keep themselves, when the money is no longer funny and the change is no longer strange, they don't visit, they don't come around, and they don't call, they don't even stop by. They are fickle people at best, and if you get caught up in placating that, capitulating to fickle folk, you can find yourself in trouble. Anybody ever got caught up trying to please somebody that was fickle at best?
Come on, yes.
Up one minute, down the next. Always coming around when they need something, want something. Want to hang out. Oh, but when they get on their own feet, you can't find them. Especially if you need something. My phone wasn't working. So Aaron tells them to take your bling and let's make some gods. Take off those earrings, those gold earrings. And let's form the image of a golden calf. But that's not the worst of it. Aaron then builds an altar for the calf. And then the people declare. Now, it's already bad enough to build the calf. It's already bad enough that you build the altar for the calf. But then the people declare, this is the God that brought us up out of we will see that we see many times when we found ourselves in trouble, we were fickle people. Because if it looked good, smelled good, if it tastes good, if it felt good, we found ourselves in trouble. Forget who was with us in the trying times. Forget who was with us in the struggle. Forget who was with us at the beginning of our journey. Forget who got us out of trouble in the first place. When something came along that looked good, being fickle folk, we found ourselves in trouble. Part of being a fickle folk, you forget your own history. You forget that when you were tore from the floor of the golden calf wasn't there. You forget that when you were broken for all eternity, the calf wasn't there. You forget that when you had your back against the wall, when nobody was around, the calf wasn't there. But now the calf looked good, the altar looked good. Now that's the God that brought us up out of Egypt. This is where the people found themselves. After promising earlier in the journey to stay with the Lord and to follow God's anointed leader in Moses. After promising to fulfill their journey, they now find themselves in frolic and revelry. Now, nothing wrong with some frolic. Nothing wrong with a little bit of revelry. Every now and then we need to blow off some steam, let our hair down, just have a good time. Nothing wrong with a party, but I came to act this morning. While you were at your party, who were you dancing with? People in our text had abandoned the one who brought them up out of Egypt, and they started dancing with a new dance party. All right. I just came to remind somebody that you got to be careful who you're dancing with. Moses was gone and God wasn't even on their minds. So they picked up a new dance partner. The Joker asked it a long time ago, have you ever danced with the devil in the pit? But truth be told, for some of us, we don't have to wait till the pale moonlight. Have you ever danced with the devil in the bright sunlight? Because look at this text again. Everybody look at it. The text says that they rose early in the morning. They brought offerings and sacrifices, and the people sat down to eat and drink in the morning. This too is a reminder that when you get away from God and start doing your own thing, doesn't matter what time of day it is, you can still get into some mess. Fickle folk don't have to wait until it's dark outside. They don't have to wait till the sun goes down. They don't have to wait till the street lights come on and the freaks just don't come out at night. Because when you are away from the Lord, morning is just a good time as any time to get into some mess and get your freak on. In the morning. She'll be at work in the morning. She'll be on your way to church in the morning. Okay. What about 30 more minutes? In the morning. I'm just this to attack. But while they were partying and dancing with the devil, somebody was watching. While they were doing their own thing, somebody had an eye on them. Verse 7, the Lord said to Moses, go down at once. Your people.
Your people.
Love that too. God has disowned the folk. Your people.
Your people.
Whom you brought out of the land of Egypt. What happens when God washes God's hands from you? I have nothing to do with them folk down there. Your people whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt have acted perversely. We can understand why the Lord is portrayed here as being upset. But you look at the words again, God tells over your people whom you have brought down out of Egypt. In other words, them folk down there doing that stuff right there. Them folk down there doing that stuff right there, doing that stuff right there. Them folk down there. They ain't my folk. That's the original Hebrew. They ain't my folk. Moses, they your people. You can have it. And I love the biblical writers, I love how they portray God sometimes. They were real because what they were saying here is that we can get so beside ourselves and do such perverted things that God would even think about disowning us. So come on, you know me. You know I always got to get you to reflect a little bit. So I came asking this morning, what do we have to do to get God so disappointed in us? What do we got to do to get, what are the perverted things, rather, that they try to shake in God's own hand? What do we do that make God get ugly in the face? I made him. I made her. What made God just go? You know how your parents used to do that? They can't get your name out right there. Everybody else's name. Boy, you know your name. You know I'm talking to you. Well, first, what do we do? It's when we turn away from God's commands. Commands that are meant to give life. And that life more abundantly. Commands that are meant to liberate instead of castigate. Commands of love and peace instead of hate and war. When we turn from God's commands, God gets disappointed in us. Remember, this is on the context of the heels of the 10 Commandments. But second, when we start to worship idols, stuff made with our own hands, or stuff that we buy, or stuff we got some little control over, when we start putting anything before God, God gets angry with that. Who's more important, that person or your relationship with God? The third thing from the text is that God is disappointed when we get spiritual amnesia. When we forget how God has brought us through, when we forget how much God cares, when we forget how much God loves us, when we forget that if it had not been for the Lord on our side, God from our text this morning gets disappointed. So what does God do? What does God do when he realizes that they are stiff-necked people? What does God do when he sees that the people are, or see the people rather, for who they really are? God's anger burns, God's wrath comes. God is depicted as saying, now leave me alone. So my wrath may burn hot against them, that I may consume them. But not only that, y'all missed it first time. He threw in abundance. Moses, I'm going to get rid of them, but I'm going to make you a great nation. Me and you. Let's do this now. In other words, when I get through with them fickle folk over there, when I start over, it's going to be me and you. We're going to build this great nation. You know what? That had to be very tilting.
All right now.
You mean, Lord, we get to start all over. I get to be like a new Adam. You're probably gonna fashion and form me an Eve, right? Yeah. You're gonna give me some more people. People that won't even question my authority. You know how much I had to fight with my own folk to get them as far as we got them? Took us 40 years to take a 10-day journey. Because I was dealing with some fickle folk. But these new folk won't question my authority. They will not plot to usurp my position. People who will have my back for a change, Lord. People who won't even expect for me to do it all by myself. You know, I got tired, Lord. Everybody pettiness. Everybody running in, saying little petty stuff all the time. Who didn't get enough to eat? Who didn't do this? Who didn't do that? Who didn't wash that pot and that pot over plate, instead of just washing it yourself, you just wait until somebody don't wash it so you can come and tell me with your petty self. You mean, Lord, people that's going to love and show me some honor? We get to start all over, Lord? And all you got to do is just ignite your wrath and put everything is up in smoke. I get to be the leader of a great nation. That's tempting. Me and the Lord walking hand in hand. Doing work together. Without them folk. Yeah, it might have been tempting. But while it was tempting, Moses also knew something else. Moses served a loving and gracious God who did not want to serve a God who would just capriciously kill folk for failing in their faith. So Moses does not leave God alone, so God's wrath can burn. He stays in conversation or prayer with God, reminding God in short, remember your promises. And I like this, because the biblical writer is actually describing what we should do if we find ourselves with a friend who is about to go off because that friend is angry, upset, mad, cussing at everybody, and ready to go get something and go get something. You ever been so mad that you about ready to go, and if it wasn't for somebody just tugging on you and putting up with your crap just a little while, so you can kind of calm down, that you might find yourself in another situation that you don't want to be in. In other words, Moses stood in the gap for people. And guess what? He stood in the gap for people who wouldn't even think about it. God was not on their minds at all, but Moses stood in the gap. Simply said, Lord, don't hurt me. That's what I came to tell G-Life this morning. We must keep standing in the gap. I know that people are fickle, but we must stand in the gap. I know people take advantage of our kindness at times, but we must stand in the gap. I know folk only call us when they need something, but we must stand in the gap. I know folk are still trying to hurt us, but we must stand in the gap. And I know folk this morning are getting into trouble each and every day, but we gotta stand in the gap. And I know folk are pushing God away in their lives, but we gotta stand in the gap. I hear somebody saying, or at least asking this morning, Pastor, why should we stand in the gap? Why should we keep on praying? Why should we keep on petitioning God over and over again? Why, Pastor? Well, the reason why we must stand in the gap is because somebody stood in the gap for us. We haven't always been Bible toting and scripture quote. We haven't always been up here on Sunday morning. We haven't always been good to other folk. We haven't always been blessed and highly favored. It used to be a time when we were some fickle folk. We were with you one day, gone the next. Used to be a time when we couldn't catch a break and did everything for ourselves and kept messing up time and time again. Our credit was shot. Cars repoed, stuff set out on the street. We ended up getting pregnant by the wrong somebody or impregnating the wrong somebody. And everybody in the world wanted to give up on us. But somebody stood in the gap. Somebody kept praying. Somebody kept reminding God about your potential. Somebody kept reminding God that you were God's creation and that you were born with a purpose and a promise. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that somebody kept on praying. I'm so glad that somebody didn't give up. I'm so glad that somebody didn't quit petitioning God. I'm so glad that somebody stood in the gap when I didn't have any sense to stand in the gap for myself. I'm so glad that somebody stood in the gap for me. And after Moses stayed up there with God, the text says says something remarkable. The text says that God changed God's own mind about the disaster. He had planned to leave. Two things here real quick. First, this is anthropomorphism. We talked about that in Bible study, giving human characteristics to God. Any of this should not be taken literally. It's the best that we can do when we're speaking about God. But the second thing we see here is that after speaking to Moses, God changes God's own mind about the disaster that he planned to bring on the people. The people now belong as they always did to God. And I just came to tell somebody that prayer is good. Prayer is always on time. That prayer is always needed. But when your prayer can move God, you know you are hooked up to the right power source. And I don't know about you, but you need to start appreciating all of the prayer warriors up here at G-Life, because I believe that your prayers move God. And I don't know about you, but I'm so glad that we got some prayer warriors up in here. Some folk that stay on the phone Monday night. Some folk who will come up on a Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4 to pray for all of us while we were out there doing our thing. While God maybe was on our mind, maybe not on our mind. While we were sitting back watching football, while we were doing something else. Somebody was praying for us. Somebody stood in the gap. Somebody prayed for us. Somebody lifted us. Somebody called out on God. Somebody thank God for the innocence. I don't know about you, but every time I hear somebody say, I'm praying for you, Pastor. When I hear you say, I'm praying for you and the First Lady. I'm praying for your health. I'm praying for your strength. I'm praying that you don't go to jail. I'm praying that you don't get hurt. I'm praying that you're safe. I feel a little bit better. Because truth is, sometimes I get tired myself. Sometimes I don't feel like praying. Sometimes I get upset. Seems like I'm dealing with fickle folk, not just in the church, but all around. Seems like nobody's hearing me sometimes. Seems like nobody cares sometimes. Seems like I'm just all out here by myself trying to do what thus says the Lord. What I believe my calling to God is. Every now and then, I feel a prayer. I feel somebody tugging. I feel somebody groaning and moaning. And every now and then somebody will call me and say, I just prayed for you. Just want you to know. That's what Moses did for the people. And the whole disaster that was planned was averted because Moses didn't leave God's presence. He kept on praying. I know you've been praying for somebody. I know you've been in intercessory prayer for somebody. I know you've been praying for a loved one who you think have lost her or his everlasting life. Let's just get real about it. That if you could shake that person and some sense will fall in that person's head, you will commence to shake all day long. But I just want to come and tell you, God, here's the funny thing about the people of Israel. They didn't even know that they were just this close of being destroyed. And the people you're praying for don't know that their next stupid action could end them. But you've been praying. That's what I want to do today. I don't want to hoop my way out. I don't want to get excited and all that, but then play us a little soft music. I want to extend an invitation today. The doors of the church are open. If you're looking to join this church, you want to be a part of this family, you can come. But I do want to have a space out here at the altar for those who are in the season. Amen, amen.
Amen.